It is hot in this building, but it's gonna get even hotter as the temperature reaches the boiling point here at Circus Maximus 2019, as the Gateway Heritage Champion himself, Jeremy Wyatt, is getting ready to make his entrance into Spalding Hall. Jeremy Wyatt getting all the middle finger gestures from the Anarchy faithful here at Spalding Hall. One thing's undeniable, Josh. Last night, Jeremy Wyatt fought for the Gateway Heritage Champion not once, but twice, bringing his title defenses up to, I think, 17 title defenses for the Gateway Heritage Championship. Could that have an effect on the Monarch, Jeremy Wyatt, as he goes to war with the Warhorse, Jake Parnell, here tonight?
Wyatt thinks of himself as the unbeatable champion, and his performances lately, I don't know if you can disagree with that. This is his third championship defense in 2 nights.
Jeremy Wyatt is out to make a point, out to make a statement with that Gateway Heritage Championship, elevating it to one of the most prestigious titles in all of wrestling.
Again, he's facing a different kind of opponent tonight, but again, this is under pure wrestling rules. No matter what, this favors Jeremy Wyatt.
This man literally and figuratively brought the house down last year at Circus Maximus in a war, an absolute classic with Gary J. And tonight, under different circumstances, under different rules, can this man be the new face of St. Louis Anarchy?
And again, you're not going to see a sea of chairs here in this matchup. You're not going to see a brawl on the outside. You're going to see a pure wrestling match, and we're going to find out tonight that Parnell is a better wrestler than Jeremy Wyatt. I can't honestly say I don't know if he is. Jeremy Wyatt is on the roll of his career right now. Honestly, one of the best wrestlers in the world with that championship around his waist.
Many people, as you hear the crowd chant, what I was about to say is people are expecting this to be the dawn of a new era in St. Louis Anarchy and the reign of the Warhorse to start tonight.
Parnell's been coming after that championship for quite some time. Tonight is his chance. But he's got to out-wrestle Wyatt to get it.
And it is for the Gateway Heritage Championship, contested under pure wrestling rules. Introducing first, the challenger to my right, from St. Louis, Missouri. This is the Warhorse.
Wyatt already beginning to trash talk Parnell here.
Fuck you, Wyatt! Fuck you, Wyatt! Fuck you, Wyatt! Fuck you, Wyatt!
I think a lot of people are expecting that fairy tale ending on a big event like Circus Maximus on this night.
Adam Kennedy is going to explain the Pure Wrestling rules.
Wyatt, Jake, contestant on Pure Wrestling rules. You each get 3 rope breaks. There are no close fist punches to the face. The first one's a warning. The next time you do it, you'll be disqualified. Outside the ring is a 20 count. The title can exchange hands with a disqualification or count out. Both understand the rules that I've explained.
I heard Adam Kennedy explain the rules of this incredible feeling, this atmosphere, this matchup that's about to happen between born and bred St. Louian, the Warhorse Jake Parnell, against Jeremy Wyatt, the Gateway Heritage Champion. And like I said, many people believe this is the night the fates will align and Jake Parnell will capture the Gateway Heritage Championship. And only time will tell. And this match could go all night because neither man is willing to give an inch to the other. The stakes have never been higher, and here we go. The bell has sounded. We are underway for Circus Maximus's main event. Jake Parnell versus Jeremy Wyatt for the Gateway Heritage Championship, Pure Wrestling Rules.
Again, when you hear Pure Wrestling Rules, you've got to favor Jeremy Wyatt in this circumstance. Again, you hear it in the name, WARHORSE Jake Parnell. This isn't going to be a war. This isn't going to be a fight. This is a wrestling match. I don't know what Parnell's going to have up his sleeve, what strategy he's gone into this matchup. This is a completely different kind of match than any other match you see in Anarchy, and that is by Wyatt's choice when winning that championship. Made that ruling for every title defense that he has. This is his 17th defense. He's been victorious every single time he put that belt on.
Oh, look
the
at that,
line.
going for a crossface already. And Jake Parnell has to use his first rope break.
Already, again, about a minute into this match. He has 2 left, and again, no close fists in these matches either. Again, Parnell, big striker in his offense. Smart by Wyatt to get Parnell to use that rope break early on. That's why Wyatt is the champion. That's why he's one of the best wrestlers on the planet. Whether you like his attitude or not.
Wyatt locks on a side headlock. Jeremy Wyatt's list of competitors that he's defeated in his career, no less than the last year, almost year since he's held the Gateway Heritage Championship, reads like a list of who's who of professional wrestling.
You remember that match he had with Jonathan Gresham, one of the best pure wrestling matches I've ever seen. Wyatt was victorious in that match.
Absolutely. I mean, how many people can say they out-wrestled Jonathan Gresham? Think about that, Josh. That's an insane accomplishment with or without the Gateway Heritage Championship.
Also defeated a big heavyweight like Larry D with that title on the line. Wyatt has learned to defeat men of all different styles when that title is on the line.
Some people say Wyatt uses those pure wrestling rules almost to his advantage, as in much as he almost manipulates the rules to gain a decisive advantage. But whether you love him or hate him, the victory is always in the hands of Jeremy Wyatt, and you can't take that away from him. Wyatt really locking on, almost showing a submission type of maneuver with that. The guillotine choke.
He used the second rope break.
This is bizarre. This is very bizarre. I cannot believe that the Warhorse has used 2 of his rope breaks, and he almost seems beside himself in frustration.
James,
and this is just
second
another.
rope break has been used. He only has 1 left.
This is another day at the office for Jeremy Wyatt, and look at the look on Parnell's face.
Again, Wyatt is out wrestling Jake Parnell right now. You see the frustration in Parnell.
Look at Wyatt, the confidence, the cockiness. He's saying, go ahead and grab that wrist lock. I dare you. This match is in, these are mind games, Josh. This is what this is. And Parnell's having nothing of it as he forearms the shit out of Wyatt. And look at Wyatt. didn't want to get in that submission, and he actually had to use a rope break there.
Wyatt has used one rope break and has two
And use a second. And just as quickly, Ben, Parnell caused Wyatt to use 2 rope breaks. Both men with 1 rope break left.
We are barely 4. Listen to that crowd. Jam-packed, sold-out crowd here in Spalding Hall. And both men have 2 rope break, or they've used 2 rope breaks with 1 rope break left. And we're not even 5 minutes into this matchup, Josh.
But again, you thought Wyatt was outsmarting Parnell, as I said, but just as quickly, Parnell was able to have Wyatt use both of his rope breaks in about less than a minute.
Missing that chop. Jake Parnell trying to fire a forearm across his chest.
Again, on the outside, you have a 20 count to work with. The championship can change hands on a disqualification as well. Forearm there by Wyatt. Again, not a close fist. Both using forearm strikes.
Knife edge chop by the Warhorse. Not to be outdone. Jeremy Wyatt. Both men going back and forth here. Jake Parnell finally gaining the advantage. And just as I say that, Jeremy Wyatt puts a boot right to the midsection of the Warhorse. Oh, running kick right to the face.
And this crowd's fully expecting a championship to change hands tonight.
Oh, diving shoulder butt into the corner. Northern Light suplex 1-2.
Oh.
Jeremy Wyatt kicks out.
Can Parnell put an end to this historic championship reign?
If you're a subscriber of our YouTube channel, St. Louis Anarchy on YouTube, you saw the intense interaction between Jake Parnell and Jeremy Wyatt. Things got really personal during that interview.
Yeah, it's about as personal as it gets between these two.
So in a way, Josh, there's more at stake here than just the Gateway Heritage Championship. There's a lot of pride. Who is the best here in St. Louis Anarchy? This goes beyond championships. This is about recognition. This is about your spot in this business and in this building. And look at that, Jeremy Wyatt. Jake Parnell, I think he's using a rope trying to break that sleeper hold.
He has.
And Jeremy Wyatt does not care. Both men were on the ropes. And Warhorse is out of rope breaks.
That third rope break has been used. The Warhorse is not happy about that decision. And again, the rules are the rules here.
Belly to back suplex into a vicious power bomb. You saw the back of Jake Parnell's head bounce off the canvas. And Jake Parnell is out of rope breaks. Wyatt was able to stay free of the ropes. He still has 1 rope break left.
Wyatt with an advantage right now.
And just like that, Jake Parnell is once again at a distinct disadvantage here in this matchup. Russian leg sweep. Now this usually goes in, I was going to say, usually applies this submission maneuver, a variation of a sitting abdominal stretch or a royal octopus, if you will.
Parnell in the center of the ring, nowhere to go, no
Look
more
at
rope
the torque.
breaks
Look
either.
at the torque on the shoulder. Could Jake Parnell tap out in the early goings of this matchup? Into a crucifix pin.
And listen to this place. Fully in support of the Warhorse, but right now he is in trouble with Wyatt. Has him grounded. No more rope breaks at all for Parnell to use. He's used all 3.
Jeremy Wyatt with that reverse chin lock, clamped in tight, making the Warhorse carry all of his body weight here. Crowd chanting for the Warhorse. Chin breaker. That'll cause the separation that the Warhorse needs. Oh, he hit that buckle hard, charging in. You saw his face just ricochet off that top rope. And every time Jake Parnell gets near a top rope or a turnbuckle, I get a little nauseous.
What is Wyatt thinking here? He's got Parnell on that apron. Big shot there to the chest of Jake Parnell, the Warhorse, the challenger.
Jeremy Wyatt hammered away on the chest of Jake Parnell, picks him up in a belly-to-back suplex and drops him straight on the apron. Warhorse writhing around in pain. Undoubtedly, that steel and wood frame.
Wyatt slowly taking his time to get back into the ring.
Wyatt getting back into the ring. Still looks like he has plenty of energy to spare here in this matchup.
And again, Parnell out of rope breaks, but Wyatt can apply a submission. Parnell's going to have to try to find a way to get out of it, or he's going to end up passing out or submitting. He cannot use any more rope breaks whatsoever, and Wyatt knows it. He can try to wear down the stamina of Parnell here.
Parnell just trying to fend off Jeremy Wyatt's onslaught by trying to kick away at Jeremy Wyatt. Going for a cover once again. Just wearing down the challenger is Jeremy Wyatt. Whether it's chin locks or cravats or neck cranks, whatever submission hold he's applying necessarily isn't to get the submission, but to drain his opponent. And that's exactly what he's doing to Jake Parnell right now. Oh, gosh, you saw that hard elbow right to the back of the ear of Jake Parnell. Oh, look at this. Wyatt holds on to that wrist and now trying to lock in that crossface. Look at his legs. They're laced over the arm, not just regular clamp here. Jeremy Wyatt is using every ounce of leverage to try to get this submission. Jake Parnell is out of rope breaks. Crawling to the ropes does him no good.
No, but crawling to the outside can to break the submission.
And we've seen Jeremy Wyatt use the ropes as part of the submission and get a victory. He did against Jimmy Jacobs last month at Journey Pro. And now Jake Parnell trying desperately to get away from the clutches and has successfully of Jeremy Wyatt. And now look at that, very smart. Jake Parnell taking out the leg, the knee of Jeremy Wyatt. And now here's the submission that Jake Parnell was looking for earlier, that reverse cloverleaf where he adds the stomps to the back of the head.
He's got it locked in, and Wyatt, he has one rope break left, and he's used it.
Jeremy Wyatt skins the cat through the ropes. Wyatt has used all of his rope breaks. Now he rolls through onto Jake Parnell, and Parnell kicks out. Oh, hard knife edge chop by Jeremy Wyatt.
Doesn't even face Parnell.
Parnell is so fired up right now. He wants this Gateway Heritage Championship so bad. Swing and a miss by Jeremy Wyatt, belly to back suplex.
He holds on.
Parnell holds on to the waist lock, make that number 2. Folds Jeremy Wyatt up like an accordion.
Still has a hold of the
Still has a hold of him and drops him right in the back of his head. Jeremy Wyatt is on Dream Street right now.
Could the 7-team title defense be the last so Jeremy Wyatt, Parnell can pick up? Oh, never mind. Wyatt
going for,
no, wait.
He's going for that coronation. Parnell drives him. Spine first. He's going for that double stomp. No. Low hanging. 2. No. So close.
Wyatt still able to kick out.
That low angle body press almost picks up a victory and the title for Jake Parnell, but not to be.
What a matchup we are seeing here. These people on the edge of their seat.
Clothesline over the top rope by Jake Parnell.
Wyatt
pulling him out. Russian leg sweep. Spine first on that apron.
That could be a game changer here. Both men down on the outside. The referee's going to begin the 20 count.
Both men are down at this point, absorbing a lot of punishment. Jake Parnell's spine ricocheted off that apron, and now Wyatt's up to his feet first. Double thrust right into the throat. Wyatt going for a pile driver on the outside. And he runs Jeremy Wyatt tailbone first into the side of the apron.
Parnell getting Wyatt into the ring at the 10 count.
Wyatt moves out of the way, grabs Parnell, floats over after a Russian leg sweep, hooks the leg, 1-2. Floats over to that crossface. He's
trying to lock it in, he can't.
Crucifix pin. Parnell almost picks up the victory there. Wyatt misses the clothesline, and he body presses him. Both men go spilly to the outside.
Both men crash and burn. Referee's gonna have to start that 20 count again. Both men down, hitting the floor hard. What a championship matchup we are seeing here at Circus Maximus 2019.
Could the crowning moment of St. Louis Anarchy and Circus Maximus come at the defeat of Jeremy Wyatt for the Gateway Heritage Championship? Can Jake Parnell do what nobody has been able to do so far? 17 opponents, 16 have fallen. Will the 17th remain standing and victorious at the end of this night? Parnell's riding high in a wave of emotion. Oh, gets kicked right in the face. Jeremy Wyatt's still fighting. Almost gets him in that coronation. He's still going for that pile driver. Jake Parnell collapses on top of him too. Jeremy Wyatt kicks out. Parnell misses the clothesline. German suplex. And Josh, don't forget, Jake Parnell did defeat Jeremy Wyatt before Jeremy Wyatt had the Gateway Heritage Championship Power Slam. Nicely executed. Hooks the leg too.
Again, Parnell picked up that victory under different circumstances, different kind of match than what we're seeing here. But again, Parnell's been able to hold his own, make this more of a back and forth contest. He's giving it everything he has. He's taking Wyatt to the limit. New chant going throughout this place, going throughout Spalding.
Parnell charges in, misses, slaps Wyatt right across the face. Wyatt hangs onto that top rope, precarious position for Jeremy Wyatt. What is Wyatt doing? Oh, God, no. God, no, Wyatt. That rope can't save Jake Parnell. Parnell is holding on for dear life. Shotgun drop kick. Puts almost both of his feet through the chest of Jeremy Wyatt. Jake Parnell jumps off. Double stomp to the outside.
But can Parnell capitalize to get Wyatt back in the ring? Or is he going to keep him out there for the 20 count? Throws Wyatt back in.
Could he double stomp his way to a championship? Jeremy Wyatt gets up just in the nick of time, stops the offense of Jake Parnell. Wyatt grabs him, superplex. Wyatt floats over, holds on, picks him up once again, Fisherman's Buster, floats over to a pin, hooks the leg, and Parnell stays in this matchup. My God.
After a 1 count even. Wyatt and Parnell back and forth here. He's got a slingshot. Almost hit the ref there.
Referee Adam Kennedy ducks in the nick of time, trying to go for that half and half suplex, and Adam Kennedy gets smushed twice, 3 times, and his head ricocheting off that top turnbuckle. Adam Kennedy in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Wyatt's going to take advantage here.
Wyatt,
Both
the Scorpion Death Drop on Jake Parnell. Both men are down.
There's no official.
There's no official in this matchup. Referee Adam Kennedy is down. Wyatt and Parnell remain down. There is no official in this matchup. There's no one to count a pinfall or submission if it were to happen right now. And Jeremy Wyatt, that son of a bitch, is taking advantage of the rules here.
Again, the championship.
This isn't pure wrestling, Wyatt. You said you could defeat Jake Parnell with just pure wrestling alone.
Again, the title can change hands on a DQ, but there's no official to see this, and Wyatt's taking full advantage of that.
Misses the chair shot, ricochets into his face. Half and half suplex. Folds Jeremy Wyatt up. Parnell hitting the ropes. Gets the momentum. Nick Chin is coming to the ring. After that lariat, could this be it? 1, 2, no! Wyatt kicks out.
And this place has jumped on their feet. Everyone thought we had a new champion there.
Everyone can feel it. Everyone wants Warhorse to capture the Gateway Heritage Championship here tonight. Is it time for Warhorse to reign on top of St. Louis Anarchy? Jeremy Wyatt's on wobbly legs. Going for that half and half suplex again. Wyatt rolls through. Warhorse hangs on. Half and half suplex again. Hooks him in. Almost has that pile driver, breaks him down into that crossface position. But Parnell's able to roll through. Wyatt grabs a hold of the leg, and Nick Chin is down.
Second official is now down. We have no official here.
Picks him up, power bomb, rolls over. That's his finishing move. And somehow Wyatt still kicks out even with the crowd counting. What the hell are we gonna do? We don't have any refs left. I think Bryce Rebsberg has left the building. Wyatt can feel that title slipping away. I think as an act of desperation, baseball slide takes out Jake Parnell. Here comes Wyatt again. Oh, and he gets a chair for his troubles.
That's the Jake Parnell that we are used to. Again, not pure wrestling rules. I don't think he cares at this point.
Everybody's standing on their feet. They want to see the King of Kansas City lose his crown here tonight. Parnell with a death blow.
This match has gotten out of control.
Another scintillating chair shot to the back.
Calling for that double stop. It's patented maneuver. He can put many opponents away with it. If he connected on Wyatt, we have a new champion. But again, we got to get an official out here.
He's trying to revive Adam Kennedy right now. Rolls Adam Kennedy back into the ring. Jake Parnell, like you said, wants to double stomp his way to victory. Wyatt's in a prone position here. He connects! He connects! The double stomp connects! Right in the small of the back! 1, 2, no! And once again, Wyatt stays alive!
I don't know how he's staying alive at this point. How he is still in this matchup.
Jake Parnell firing those stomps into the chest of Jeremy Wyatt, holding that arm.
Wait a minute.
What is he doing? Parnell, what the hell are you doing?
I'm saying this isn't legal. Whatever he's thinking, you can't do this in this kind of a match.
It's not a disqualification if he suplexes Wyatt on top of those chairs. It's actually smart. The chairs are not in the ring. He is not using a chair on Jeremy Wyatt. Rather, he's using Jeremy Wyatt's body. His own body. The way he finished Circus Maximus in 2018. Wyatt fights his way out of it.
Look out!
Oh my God! He just superplexed him over the top rope onto a pile of chairs!
Holy shit! Holy shit! Holy shit!
How will either man recover from that? Referee Adam Kennedy beginning the 20 count. He's almost had a 10 count here. Neither man have gotten up yet. Crowd chanting for Warhorse.
We apologize, those of you that are watching this live on IndependentWrestling.tv. We are having trouble with our roving cam right now.
Referee's at a count of 17 here.
18 count. 19. Parnell's in. Parnell's in. And so is Wyatt. Double stomp. Double stomp to the back of the head. Rolls him through. Has him lightning spiral. 1, 2, 3. No.
Oh,
no.
kicked out.
He kicked out.
How the hell are either of these men up after this?
Again, once again, we apologize about the camera difficulties. Please hang with us here. We're trying to correct this problem. We assure you that this problem will be rectified just in a couple minutes. And on the replay, we do have another camera to capture the angles. What a hell of a match we're seeing so far here tonight.
Wyatt using the ropes to pull himself up, the fighting champion. And the determined challenger. What is it going to take?
For God's sakes, the entire locker room is out. The entire building is on their feet, watching this match, hoping, praying that this is the end of the Monarchs' reign on the Gateway Heritage Championship. Warhorse once again trying to go for that submission. He has him rolled over. Not quite. He has him rolled over. The crowd wants him to tap. Will Jeremy Wyatt tap here tonight?
He's used all his rope breaks. He's got nowhere to go. And he was able to escape the submission. Wyatt using that second rope through power
Spiked
driver.
him! He spiked him with the coronation. 1, 2, 3, and that's it! Wyatt retains the Gateway Heritage Championship against all odds in one hell of a matchup against the Warhorse Jake Parnell. And the fans are disgusted. Looks of disbelief all over. Nobody can believe what we've seen here. Jeremy Wyatt retains and keeps his death grip on the Gateway.